Hi, church. I'm here today with my lovely wife, Vaughn, and we are here actually at the 24-hour fast. It's about 9 o'clock and Friday night, and we're closing out our fast that we've been, corporately doing for the last 2 weeks at church. And we just wanted to share some of our experiences with you through the fast. And I have a verse for you. And when I first started the fast, I was wondering, how it's going to be because I've never done a fast before. I mean, I've done intermittent fasting, which is 12 to 18 hours of not eating, but trying not to eat for 2 weeks was a little bit challenging. And it started out with me just drinking water and having two of the Costco protein shakes each day. But I fell upon this verse, and let me share that with you. It comes from Matthew 6:16 through 18. When you fast, do not look somber as the hypocrites do, for they disfigure their faces to show others they are fasting. Truly, I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you fast, put oil on your head and wash your face, so that it will not be obvious to others that you are fasting, but only to your Father who is unseen, and your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. Right, so I started off my fast with actually Monday night with actually playing like 3 sets of tennis with one of our friends here, Randy, at church. And I actually made it through. It wasn't too bad, but come day 3 and 4, we were out of town and there was so much good food. I started, I think, hitting a wall and even almost fell over in the hotel that we were at just because I was so hungry and deprived of food. That my children were laughing at me when I fell down, and I don't know, where you guys are at, but Sunday night we had a family dinner for Chinese New Year, and the temptation became so hard that I had to resist all of the good food that was there, and basically through all of this, I kept on going to work, I kept on going to these tournaments, I kept on going to the events, but never really, telling anybody outside of our church who actually knew that I was fasting, and kept it, my secret and what I had with God and where God was leading me through this. So, that's the verse I read, and that's the verse I tried to apply and continue to even comb my hair, put gel in it, go to work every day. And when people offered me food, I was, saying like, no, thank you. I've already had dinner. I've already had lunch. Water is fine. I'm just trying to be healthier. But inside, physically, I think I was dying, starting to cramp up, but spiritually and mentally, I became more aware and more awake as my prayer life and just reading the Bible more made me, more alive in God and not concerned with where my next meal was, what I'm going to have for a snack, what am I have for lunch, breakfast, dinner, and just, foregoing food and still being able to maintain a sense of decency in myself to be able to go to work. And I think I look okay. I didn't fall over at work, and this week has been really good. And we're about to end the fast tomorrow night. And I just wanted to share this with you. And I have my wife, Vaughn, my lovely wife, who is joining me today in this message. And she would like to share her experience as well.
Hi, everyone. So I started the fast, and I started doing it with just giving up meat and TV. Those were like my two main things that I enjoyed or spent a lot of time doing. So I wanted to give that to God. Second week, I stepped it up a little bit, and I said, okay, well, we're just gonna not do any food, any drinks, and just do water. So that's what I've been doing since Sunday, and it's usually called a water fast. And so for me, it's not my first time doing this, believe it or not. I did it like back in September, I want to say. And I was just challenging myself, and I felt very led and empowered, and just I felt like it was something that God wanted me to do. And so only by His grace and His power was I able to power through 17 days of the same type of water fast. And so this 7 days is I know I can do it because I've done it before. But I'm so happy to do this with all of you. I feel like it's just such a powerful binding and experience for us as a church family. And I look forward to seeing how God is going to bless that, how God is going to reveal himself to each and every one of you. And so I leave you with this promise that he's given us in 2 Corinthians 12:9. It says, "But he said to me," this is Paul speaking of what God has told him, "But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." So Paul says, "Therefore I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me." So may you feel God's power, and even if you are, just hanging on by a thread, it is almost done. And just thank you so much for being obedient, and I pray that your time in this past 2 weeks has just only grown you closer to God, and to reveal that he is more than sufficient for all our needs.
Amen. Thank you, honey. Hope you guys have a blessed week, and we will see you either at church or on Sunday. God bless. Thanks.
Bye.